Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today on the battlefield we're going to be taking Black-White Control for a spin. This is actually a revamped version of an older deck that I had a lot of fun with. This is probably one of my most favourite control variations in Standard at the moment, because it contains no counters, so it's a little bit unorthodox in how it performs, and it's really good in an early meta situation as well, because most people end up running aggro lists, and this one destroys aggro. So if you are interested in Black-White Control, be sure to check out the deck tech. It is in the link down below in the description, as well as the deck list if you are interested in building this yourself. I highly recommend it. It is a ton of fun, and it's using quite a fair few of the new Ravnica Allegiance cards as well. Speaking of, there's one of them on the deck box. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the games, and I'll see you there. Alright then, we're in, and we're going to be on the play. Let's go. So, we have a pretty reasonable start. If we're up against aggro, we actually have the Moment of Craving. I'm going to stop talking like this. We do have the Moment of Craving on turn 2 if we're up against some sort of aggro strategy, and if we're up against control, then we've got Contempts for Planeswalkers, same for Eldest Reborn, and we can just buy some time with this hand. I think we'll take it. The mana's also pretty reasonable. Alright, so Godless Shrine tapped and go. See what we're up against. Looks like red-white. Okay. The meta at the moment is quite a lot of red, mostly because Skewer the Critics is another lightning bolt that red didn't really need. They did not need any more help, but here we are. So we might end up seeing that, but I mean, red-white was kind of the go-to deck anyway for like best of one ranked for a very long time, so we're gonna get rid of that dude because you pump him up and he's mean. I don't like things that are mean. Let's go tap land and go. Next turn we can either play Karn down on an empty board, or close to an empty board, good enough, or yep, we're gonna be playing Karn down. Alright, or we could Vraska's Contempt whatever he played, but this is good enough for me. Let's start the card advantage train going. If our opponent finds a way to kill Karn, then we do have the Eldest Reborn to bring him back, but likelihood is that we actually see something like Conclave Tribunal, if he does actually remove Karn. And we have Mortifies in the deck to deal with that kind of stuff. Tajik. Well, there's 6 points. Huh. Yep, okay. That's pretty good. I do not feel pain, though this hurt quite a significant amount. Alright, what do we do? So we could shock in a Godless Shrine, taking us back to our starting life total. Eldest Reborn, which one do they kill? Probably like Danither or something like that. Alternatively, we could just Vraska's Contempt, or we could even just Treasure Map. I think we'll actually go with the Treasure Map plan. I'm not sure though. There's also the Settle plan. Either way, I think I'm going to Godless Shrine tapped, because I don't think Eldest Reborn's really the way to go. I think what I'll do, because there might be heroic reinforcements, I think I'll just go Settle the Wreckage here. The amount of times I've been punked out by heroic reinforcements, it is not happening today. Not today. Runaway Steamkin. Interesting in a red-white deck with some mono-white cards, but here we are. This is the world we live in today. Okay, yeah, I'll settle this. I'll settle this. If they don't follow up with anything, then Eldest Reborn can take care of Steamkin, and Reborn will eventually get us back Karn, and then we're back in a winning position. We do put them on 6 mana though, but I think at 4 mana they're pretty much already at the top of their curve, so it shouldn't matter too much. That being said, they got 4 cards in hand, so I expect them to empty out pretty quickly. So, I mean, what we want now, then, is things like board wipes at this stage. So, let's take out Steamkin. Let's get our win con back into play, if we can. So, the opponent loses their creature. Next turn, they will discard, so that 4-card hand of theirs will be a little thinner. Hopefully, it's got some lands in it. That'd be ideal for us. Yep, there's a land. So lands just mean they've got less action. That's really what I want to see. No action from our opponent is the best kind of action. Alright, and then they're going to discard a card. We're going to probably just play Treasure Map because we're in such a demanding position right now. Still being on our starting life total. And about to get a Khan into play is really, really powerful. Plenty of removal as well, should add. Like, I can hold up and Mortify and still do my Treasure Map end step and upkeep. God, this card's so good. It's so good. If I could recommend a card for anyone that's a rare, Treasure Map is one of them. It's card advantage in any colour that is not blue. So it goes into all sorts of decks. It's very flexible. I don't think I want to kill this Legionnaire. I think I'll just hold the Mortify for something potentially more powerful. Our opponent doesn't actually have anything more powerful. But it's not to say that they couldn't have. Well, now then, do I actually want to Mortify? Because I need to clear the way for Khan. I want him to be safe. So we will kill this Legionnaire, because I'm going to have to do it anyway. I want Khan to come down on a clean board. Opponent lightning strikes us. Okay. And scoops it up. Alright. Had enough. Fair enough. Okay, so against this deck, what we want to bring in is basically our life gain package. So Moment of Craving is very useful because we can kill most of their creatures and gain life in the process. We could also bring in the cast downs. It'd be useful against anything that is not Aurelia and Lyra. We didn't even see any of those. Also, Tajik and Danitha, actually, now that I think about it, that is probably a fair too many creatures to justify cast down. I can keep 2 in here, of course, but because Moment of Craving can deal with those 2 just fine. Kaya. Is Kaya useful? She is life gain, and a minus isn't too effective, and the -5 is going to be difficult to get to. I think she is a cut in this particular matchup. She can gain us a little bit of life, but the graveyard here isn't going to be useful, so it's going to be like 2 life if we hit a creature, and if we don't, then she's doing nothing, so she needs to go. And 1 Eldest Reborn, I think. He's too low to the ground for a 5-drop removal spell, but I will keep 1 in, mostly because I've got nothing really better to bring in. I don't really need the Banalias against our opponent here. They have Lightning Strikes, and it's going to trade off some stuff. I don't think I care to do that. Do I want the Dawn of Hope? We could bring in the Dawn of Hope over a Eldest Reborn, I suppose. Life gain is the way to beat aggro, so yeah, bring in more options for the life gain to do its business. Let's try it out. Presumably we're going to be on the draw, and we are. We got a Thematic Compass and a Mortify. It's not the best start in the world. We want our Fountain of Dawn of Hope in our opener most of the time, but we are in the draw. We got a Compass. We got a turn 3 play. I think we can take this. We're going to need a little bit of luck off the top, of course. Oops, still got our stop apparently. Well, we're starting off with lands. That's one way to start off our luck train. But, you know, not too afraid of bad luck, you know, when we're already a game up. So I'm going to go Compass here. Moment of Craving is not going to hit anything unless they play something post-combat like an Adanto, Vanguard, or Tajik. But we can get that one later. We always have this Mortify as well for anything that's out of Moment of Craving range. Okay, so you cost 4 to pump, though I doubt you're actually going to play that 4. I think we just go land and pass. See if we can get, like, Tajik to come out to pump the Legionnaire or something like that. Or, ideally, just kill Tajik in general. If he pumps, we're going to kill the Challenger. He's chosen not to, though. Okay, so Legionnaire down. You got pump spells in your hand? Looks like they might. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, they do have integrity. That is true. Okay. And there's a Fountain of Renewal. So currently we're looking at 6 damage. This pumps up to a 3, 4, and pumps this guy with the Mentor. So that's 6 damage. So Khan doesn't survive an attack, although he does buffer that 6 against our life total. Again, heroic reinforcements is kind of a problem. At the moment we can't really do much about it though. So I think what I'll do is I'll just play Fountain of Renewal. We'll pass the turn. If I need to mortify, I can. Otherwise, I can use Thematic Compass to grab a land. I'm not too committed to grabbing a land, though, because we already have one in hand. So I think we just see if he wants to pump. He does not. Alright, well, kill it now. They miss out on a Mentor trigger, which is fine. Rekindling Phoenix. Ah, we missed our upkeep stop. That's fine, though. It don't matter. So we have Vraska's Contempt for Rekindling Phoenix, which puts us up to 15. We could alternatively go Khan, tick up, grab a land, but he will die during doing that. So I think we just Contempt the Phoenix and call it a day on that one. Just 1 mana short of doing multiples in our turn. I would really like to get this Dawn of Hope down, but I don't think I want to be taking 6 at this point. And it's potentially more as well. This deck loves just give you the surprise attack, and we won't be having none of that. Alright, no respect for the Settled Wreckage. That's good information to know. They were happy to lose their stuff to settle. Okay, so the board's relatively clean. I would like it cleaner, but I think it's safe enough at least for Khan to come down. As it currently stands. Yep, so I don't want to grab a land with Compass. I would rather naturally draw one, which is cool. But what we will do is tick up Khan to do it first. So the likelihood is that they actually give us a land.
I'll make use of that later.
Oh, they don't really have an option. They're going to have to give us, like, Dawn of Hope, most likely. Actually, I might give you... Yeah, I might have gone with Kaya's Wrath myself. So they opted not to give us the Dawn of Hope because we could actually potentially cast it. And, well, we have one anyway, so... Pretty solid. And even the City's Blessing as well. Very nice. I think I will get an upkeep stop here. Because we were on 6 mana, the Thematic Compass would get us a 7th, which would allow us to have a Maze of Ith in play with an active Khan. And that is a good old stomping. Well, that is basically the matchup this deck is built to beat. It is a control deck that preys upon aggro, which is pretty awesome. I do love this deck so much. So I do highly recommend, if you guys do enjoy control, it's probably one of the better control decks to play in an early... unknown format, mostly because aggro is the choice of most people when they don't know what a format ends up looking like. Mono reds and red whites and things like that end up spewing forth from the underworld and trying to beat people with quick wins, because everybody wants packs, right? Speaking of packs, let's open one. Let's have ourselves a Ravnica Allegiance pack. If you want to see more Ravnica Allegiance packs, by the way, I did have a pack opening video recently, so you can check that out. Ooh, Electro Dominance. Love this card. I think I've got 2 now, so it's probably the sweet spot for this card. Maybe 3. I don't know what I want to do with this card at the moment, so if you're curious, I'm undecided. I think you probably want to just like end-step Planeswalkers or drop down Omniscience or something like that. It's a weird one though, because of course the X damage to any target might as well just try to kill an opponent with it, and then the free cast off of it probably wouldn't end up mattering. I don't know though. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one anyway. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you can get notifications when I make new videos in the future. And be sure to send me some deck lists as well, guys. I do have a Discord down in the description below. If you go there, you can link me your deck lists. You can also do it in the comment section below or send me it via an email as well. I'll be doing a lot more subscriber lists in the near future as well, so be sure to get in your submissions while you can so we can have some fun Ravnica Allegiance action. So, yeah, Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.